This stretch of road with multiple switchbacks and this crazy road that cuts right across the edge of the mountain is located in the Pennine Alps and is known as Val d'Anneviers. If you want to feel as though you have stepped inside of a picture-perfect fairy tale, this is the road you follow to the remote village of Grimentz. This has to be the most serene and perfect little village that I've ever seen. It's located in the canton of Valais, which is the southwest portion of Switzerland in the Pennine Alps. Altitude 5,131 feet. Population is about 500. We got there at 8:15 to avoid as many people as possible. It took us about an hour to get here from Nindes. The closest big city is Geneva, which is about 2 hours away. The traditional Swiss chalet architecture is so very charming. These buildings are really old and very well preserved. They date back to the 17th and 18th century. It's almost as if time stood still here and everything is exactly the way it was. Long, long ago in a land far away. Every detail is perfect. They look like doll houses, but it's a real village with real people living there. We only stayed for about 40 minutes, just enough to admire its beauty, but if we had more time, I would have wanted to eat there, have a coffee or drink wine, just to enjoy it a little bit longer. There's also some hiking trails around that area. There are a few hotels here too if you wanted to stay even longer. I think it's definitely worth a stop, if even just for a short time. We hit the road, back into the Pennine Alps, and this time we were headed for Zermatt. Is it worth going there just to see the Matterhorn? And how much could we really do in just one day? It took us about an hour and 20 minutes to get from Grimentz to Zermatt. Zermatt is a car-free town, so you have to park in cash. The parking was only 11 francs, and then from there you can take a train shuttle into town. We paid 8 francs each way, so 16 round trip. Then, from there, it only takes 18 minutes on the train to get into Zermatt.
Looks like we made it.
I love Zermatt right away. I just can't get enough of this Swiss architecture. It's so pretty here. We showed up with only 2 plans for the day, Hinterdorfstrasse and Gorner Gorge. Hinterdorfstrasse is basically the old town of Zermatt. It's down the hill from the main street behind the main church, and it's just this small street of old hobbit-looking buildings. It's a very short, small section of town, but it's really neat to see. And of course, the main attraction here is the Matterhorn. Matterhorn was always my favorite ride at Disneyland, so I was seriously so excited to be seeing it in person. That is the Mountaineer Cemetery dedicated to those who lost their lives climbing the Matterhorn. An estimated 500 people have died attempting to climb the Matterhorn since 1865. That's actually more than Mount Everest. Funny thing is, I didn't even quite realize it was right there at this moment. MJ said, "Okay, let's take a picture," and I was like, okay. I thought it was because of this river, but then I turned around, oh, it's the Matterhorn. If you aren't sure where to find it, look for Hotel Antica, and it's right behind it. This is the Mattervispa River, which is the main river in the valley and is fed by glaciers at the base of the Matterhorn.
Oh, and you got a view.
There's also a really nice view of the Matterhorn on the way to Gorner Gorge. The Matterhorn stands 14,692 feet, which is about half the size of Everest. And I was so obsessed with that mountain. I was just in awe every time I looked at it. Gorner Gorge Hike has to be one of the most amazing and coolest hikes I have ever done. Tickets are 5 Swiss francs for adults and only $2.50 for kids, cash only. This path was built in 1886-1887, but it's super sturdy and in great condition, and it's really truly amazing that it was built at all. It's a bit of a walk to get to the trailhead. It's way at the backside of Zermatt, but then once you start the trail, it's a 3.4-mile loop, and it's supposed to take about an hour and 42 minutes. We didn't even do the whole thing, and it was still just really beautiful, and I loved it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Sometimes you forget just how vast and powerful nature can be, and being around these mountains and this rushing water reminded me real quick. So beautiful, but also so unforgiving if anything was to go wrong. I found this online looking for something to do in Zermatt that was free or cheap, and it was way better and even more incredible than I thought it would be from what I saw online. I definitely recommend this hike if you can.
All right, folks. Matterhorn that way. Gorner Gorge that way. That way. Let's go.
This is where we started to see the higher prices. Zermatt is really expensive, so we were happy to eat in a casual dining establishment. Ticket donor was really good, and it was quick. We were kind of ready to move on.
Gelato!
We also considered doing Matterhorn Glacier Paradise or Gorner Gorge train. It's not cheap on top of everything else. I really wanted to get closer to that mountain, but we already did Glacier 3000 and we still had Jungfrau, so you can't do it all. But if I ever make it back, I'd probably want to do Glacier Paradise and also maybe spend a few nights in Zermatt.
Roundabout. Roundabout.
That's a great one.
So we had to pay $27 for this rickety bridge. Okay.
The train is in motion.
Yeah, it's like we are driving on a train. Oh yeah, it's a train. Shit.
Did we want to be on a train? No.
Yeah, we're still going the right way.
Yeah.
That line we would have been in would have been super long.
Yeah.
If this train took a long time.
Hook gear and park, handbrake, turn off car. Turn off the lights, make sure lights are off. Oh, you got a guy there.
He mapped the route, and without knowing what was happening, we found ourselves in the Lotschberg car train. No wonder it was 27 francs. We thought it was just some randomly ridiculous high toll. This cut our travel time in half, so it was really the only logical way to go. But it was just hilarious that we had no idea what was going on.
The other way was 2 hours and 50 minutes, and it has to go all the way around that way and then back down to Bern.
So we shaved off like an hour and 20 minutes.
We're moving. If you want to get from Taj to Lauterbrunnen, you pay $27. It's a toll. It will save you time. We're just sitting here.
This is one of 5 car trains in the Swiss Alps. This one does not require reservation.
He's not driving.
It was a little dark, felt a little bit claustrophobic, and it's just really weird to just be sitting there. Nobody's driving. It was about 30 minutes on the car train. Switzerland is split into 26 cantons or regions, similar to states. We flew into Zurich and had already spent time in Geneva and Vaud. We just left Valais, and now we're headed to the canton of Bern and the Bernese Oberland area, also known as the Bernese Alps, which includes Interlaken and our next stops in Lauterbrunnen and Grindelwald. We passed through Interlaken. That gorgeous body of water is Lake Thun. I've seen pictures, and no, it's not a filter. It really is just that turquoise and beautiful. It took almost 3 hours to get from Zermatt to Lauterbrunnen. Lauterbrunnen Valley is breathtaking. The parking lot here is very tight. There is free and paid parking, but very limited spots of each. And it's a 5-minute walk from the Lauterbrunnen train station. And this is Staubach Falls. This waterfall is one of the highest in Switzerland, a jaw-dropping 300 meters or 984 feet. It is one of 72 waterfalls in Lauterbrunnen Valley. There is a path that leads through a tunnel and upstairs to a lookout point with a view from behind the waterfall. This was just a pit stop, so we didn't take the time to do it, but just seeing it was cool. From there, it was a pretty short 25-minute drive to Grindelwald. So here's the deal on the Bergwelt Grindelwald Resort. It is essentially 2 hotels, but we didn't realize it. This is the main lobby of the resort. So nice, we were getting super excited, and then we check in and we're told that we are in Hotel Pinte, which we knew, but we thought this was Hotel Pinte. Oh no, Hotel Pinte is in the Annex building, and when you are in the Annex building, you don't get the free breakfast, free shuttle, free access to the spa facilities, which include a sauna and 2 pools, or the mountain view balcony. You must exit the building and make your way next door to Hotel Pinte, which does have a restaurant attached to it. We thought we were staying in the same place, but when our friends upgraded, it put them into the main building.
So that's why it has 2 names. There's Pinte and then there's the... I don't know, it's kind of weird.
I was a little nervous. Usually I think the Annex building is going to be shabby, you know, the not so nice version of the main hotel.
All right, we made it.
The cheap seats, if you will. But I was pleasantly surprised. The charm and the simplicity of the Annex building was actually perfect. I loved the wood finish and it was really spacious.
Yes, sir. Oh, good sized closet. We've got good storage here. And we've got a little place to put our luggage there. Decent sized bathroom. Looks clean. Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Great bathroom storage. There was no air conditioning, but these adorable windows kept us cool and comfortable all night. Our friends in the main building got really hot overnight. Side note, most hotels in Switzerland don't have AC, so that is not unusual at all. After we settled in, we headed to our friend's room because they have the balcony and the view. The rooms in the main building are dark and modern. I actually don't like them as much, but this mountain view could make it worth the extra money. The mountain was like in your face. Grindelwald is at the base of the big 3, the Eiger, the Monk, and Jungfrau. All 3 peaks can be seen from Grindelwald, and it is absolutely stunning. The timing could not have been better. This was the day before Swiss National Day, so there was a party, a DJ, and a band, street food vendors. Everything was loud and lively, and we were so there for it.
Is this a cheese machine? I like it.
You like it?
That's the band. Our hotel is right there.
We were truly in the center of it all, and I loved it. Another thing I enjoy about traveling is meeting new people, locals, and other travelers. It's so much fun to exchange travel stories. It's so interesting to hear where they've been and where they're going.
Okay, what is this? Decliner? I don't know. Okay, it was $5.
You already know I do not pass up a chance to dance. I was already having the time of my life on this trip, and it just kept getting better. So one minute I'm dancing in the street, the next...
Oh my god, where are we going? Okay, what country? Oh, this is Switzerland, okay. Okay, got it.
Is he first?
No, he's just my husband. He's just my husband.
I don't even know how we ended up going to this club, but somehow the crowd shifted and that's where people were headed. They were playing really good music. I've always wanted to go to a European nightclub, but it just usually doesn't work out, you know, too tired, too whatever. So I was so excited. I would have stayed longer, except I just got too hot. This no AC thing in Europe extends to nightclubs, but I had a blast while I was there.
I know. You're not zipped?
The next morning, we were out by 10:30 and looking for any kind of food that we could get quickly because we were on our way to Jungfrau.
Ready?